Philadelphia. Phillies 4, Padres 3. Petco Park, Tuesday night, and we are taking a look back. 3 home runs from the Phillies. Bryce in the first, Realmuto in the second, Trea in the third. Aaron Nola gives you 6. 2 earned, 80 pitches. Duran closes it for the second night in a row. 28 and 27, Craig. 2 in a row, and we are 9 games back in the East with a chance to sweep these Padres tomorrow afternoon.
Evening Jack. 4-3, and they made you sweat for it. Nola was cruising through 3, gave up the Machado 2-run shot in the 4th, then settled in. The lead got down to 1 in the 8th. Duran cleans it up.
3 solo shots in 3 innings, Craig. That's the show. Bryce 2-out homer in the first, 113.5 off the bat. Realmuto, 2 outs in the second, 385 to left. Then Trea Turner with a 2-out solo shot in the third, 434 feet, 109.1 exit velocity. The Phillies were 2 outs deep every inning and the ball still left the yard. That is championship hitting.
They were 2-out homers. 3 of them. That's a real pattern for one night.
It's a movement, Craig. It's a strategy. It's a system. The 2-out home run is a system.
A system, Jack. You're calling 3 swings a system?
I'm calling it whatever the players are calling it in the dugout. Before we get too far in, the inbox is open. Shoot us a note. jack@thecaptainjackshow.com. Tell me Trea Turner is back. Tell me he isn't. I don't care. I just want to read your thoughts.
He went 2 for 5 with a homer, a stolen base, a single. He's back, Jack, for one night.
One night becomes a week, Craig. A week becomes a month. A month becomes Cooperstown. That's how it works.
That's not how anything works.
Levels are good. Phones are lit. First caller's ready when you are.
Take us to the phones, Kevin. People want to talk about a win on the road.
First up, Reggie in Camden.
Captain, Reggie in Camden. 3 homers, 3 innings, 3 2-out swings. I've been charting this.
Reggie, talk to me.
Cap, I went back to the last 3 weeks. The Phillies are 9-3 when they hit a homer with 2 outs in the first 3 innings. 9-3. That's not a slump team. That's a contender team. I've got the spreadsheet open right now, Jack.
Reggie, you might be doing a small sample size thing there.
Craig, sample sizes are for cowards. I've got a number. The number says contender. Captain, you make some calls. You tell Mattingly. First 3 innings, 2 outs, swing for the fence. That's the plan.
Reggie, you've cracked it. The interim manager will be calling you in the morning.
I'll keep my line open, Cap.
Next on the line, Dave from Bucks County.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Craig. I want to talk about Bryce.
Dave, of course you do. Bryce went 1 for 2 with a homer and 2 walks. They wouldn't pitch to him.
13 on the year, Jack. First inning, 2 outs, 2-1 count, line drive to right. The ball never got above 15 feet off the ground, and it left the yard. That is a different kind of homer. That is a Bryce homer.
It was 22 degrees launch angle, Dave. Not that low.
Craig, I'm saying it felt low. It felt like a missile. The man is locked in. They walked him twice. That tells you everything you need to know about how San Diego feels about Bryce Harper.
Dave, defending Bryce on a night Bryce did all the things. That is just calisthenics for you.
Bryce is the floor, Jack. The floor of this whole team. When Bryce is on, the lineup is on.
Dave from Bucks County goes to bat. Thanks for the call.
And on 3, Carmine in North Philly.
Brad Keller, Jack! Brad Keller! Jack! Brad Keller!
Carmine.
First pitch of the 8th inning, the man comes in, throws a fastball for a strike, then hangs a sweeper, Jack, a sweeper, and Laureano puts it 409 feet into left center. The lead was 4-2, Jack. 4-2 in your hand, and you give up a homer on the second pitch of the inning.
Carmine, Duran came in the 9th and got 3 outs. The save happened.
The save happened, Craig, but it shouldn't have been a save situation. Should have been a clean handoff. That's the difference, Craig. A handoff isn't a save. A handoff is a clean inning. Brad Keller turned a handoff into a heart attack.
Carmine, you got Brad Keller in your sights now. 2 days ago, you were yelling about Kerkering.
Kerkering had a clean inning tonight, Jack. Clean. Tonight, Kerkering's a saint. Tonight, Brad Keller's the villain. You get a different villain every night. That's how the bullpen works.
Carmine, the bullpen thanks you for the affection. We'll talk soon. 3 calls and 3 different angles on the same 4-3 win. That's the show.
All right, let's go through the actual game, Jack. They got out to a 4-0 lead in the third. Bryce in the first, Realmuto in the second, Trea in the third, and Bone with an RBI single later in the third to get it to 4. Nola got 6, 2 earned, the Machado homer in the fourth, 108 off the bat, 362 to left.
Machado, Craig. Manny Machado in the 4-hole, hanging 9 on the year. I will admit it. The man can hit.
Nola finishes 6 on 80 pitches. Mattingly takes him out for Kerkering in the 7th. 5 strikeouts, 3 hits, no walks. That's the Nola we wanted in March.
That's the Nola we wanted, Craig. 5 punch-outs, no walks, 80 pitches. He pitched to contact. He got the contact. The contact found gloves. The Padres barely got the ball out of the infield in the first 4 innings against him, Craig. The man was painting.
They put plenty of balls in the air, Jack. They just didn't carry.
Petco helps you. Petco's Marine Layer is a Phillies fan tonight. The Padres hit the ball goes to die at the wall. Phillies hit the ball leaves the yard. That is the climate working for us. 80 pitches. 80! The man could have gone 7, Craig! 8! You leave him in!
He walked Machado in the 7th with Kerkering, Jack. They got out of it. 3 punch-outs in the inning from Kerkering. It worked.
It worked because Kerkering stuff is electric, Craig. Sweeper at 87, fastball at 98, 99. He walked Machado on 4 straight. You bring him in and he can't find the zone. But then Andujar, Merrill, Ty France, in order. Punch out, punch out, punch out. The man pitched the hardest count in the inning with the bases empty, walked the guy, and then steered the rest into a pile of misses.
That walk to Machado was 4 straight balls, Jack. None of them close.
He was working around him on purpose, Craig.
He was working around him with the bases empty and Andujar on deck. Sure.
It worked, but it shouldn't have been the move. Nola at 80 pitches in late May is a starter you let cook.
Nola in late May has also been a starter you've called a franchise problem twice this month, Jack.
That was before tonight, Craig. Tonight he's a starter you let cook. Standings-wise, we are 28 and 27. 2 over the line, Craig. We are 9 back of the Braves in the East and 2 back in the wild card. 2 back, Craig, with a 2-game winning streak and a chance to sweep the Padres.
Padres are 31 and 23, second in the West behind the Dodgers, and they've dropped 3 straight now. We are the 3rd loss.
We are the 3rd loss in their 3-game skid. I love that sentence, Craig. And one more thing. Trea Turner, 2 for 5, 1 homer, 1 stolen base. That's stolen base number 10 on the year for Trea. The man is moving again.
He swiped second in the 5th. Bryce was at the plate and got rung up on a sinker at the knee. The pitch result got challenged and the call was confirmed. Trea ran on the pitch and got in standing up.
He ran on the strikeout pitch and got in standing up, Craig. That is a man who is back to being Trea Turner.
1 stolen base on a night, Jack.
1 stolen base on a night, you almost talked yourself into counting him out, Craig. That's how it starts. The inbox stays open. Write in. Jack at thecaptainjackshow.com. Tell me if you think we sweep San Diego tomorrow.
The pitcher tomorrow is Christopher Sanchez against Walker Buehler. The inbox isn't going to change the outcome.
The inbox is for the soul, Craig, not the outcome.
I'll be honest, Petco's Marine Layer was thick tonight. 3 homers in the first 3 innings. Either those balls were juiced or the layer was a no-show. Somebody at the league office is messing with the air pressure when the Phillies are in town. I'm just saying.
Kevin, no one is messing with the air pressure.
That's what they want you to say.
Kevin's got a theory, and we're not going to untangle it tonight. Moving on.
Got the Our Phillies game thread up, Jack. Live one while the game was happening. People were typing in real time, and we get to laugh at them now that we know the score.
Rate him, Craig.
First up, Fjordfalk says, quote, 2 outs, then home. Run. Strategy is cooking.
That is exactly what Reggie just said on the phone. That's what I've been saying all night. Fjordfalk is in the kitchen with us. Fjordfalk gets it.
Fjordfalk was 3 home runs deep when he typed that, Jack. Anybody can spot a pattern after 3.
A pattern is a pattern. Fjordfalk noticed it in real time. That's an analyst.
Next, from Gunningham, quote, wow, Bomer. Wow.
Bomer! 2 wows, Craig. Bohm comes up with men on first and second in the third, 2 strikes, and pokes a sinker through to center for an RBI single. Gunningham was on his feet for that one.
He was. That was the run that made it 4-0 and set the tone for the night.
Bohm doesn't get a wow most nights. He earned the wow tonight. 1 for 4 with a run batted in, and the one was the one that mattered.
A grounder to center off Vasquez. Bryce scores from second. Set the lead at 4.
That's Bohm playing the role. Pokes the ball. Finds the gap. Gets the man home.
Third one, Digiet says, quote, that's why you get an actual closer.
Gidiet typed that the second Brad Keller walked off the mound, Craig. Right at the bottom of the 8th, 4-3, and Digiet was already drafting the resignation letter.
Gidiet didn't know Duran was warming up. They got a clean 9th 2 pitches later.
We do have an actual closer, Digiet. We got Duran. He came in and got 3 outs. The system worked.
The order worked. The closer was already on the roster, Digiet. Brad Keller is not the closer.
That's 3 real-time meltdowns from the game thread, and they all worked out except for one, and the one was Brad Keller. Even Gidiet had a point.
Gidiet had a momentary point, Jack. The save still happened.
Time for the past and the future, Craig. Who's the alum?
Whit Merrifield, Jack. He's on the Braves now.
Whit Merrifield. Now there is a good man. Whit was a pro every day he was a Philly. Never popped off in the press, never threw a teammate under the bus, never said one negative thing about the city. The kind of veteran you want in the clubhouse, even on a short run.
No major league line yet this season. He's been down at AAA Gwinnett or on the bench, or both. Not really showing up in the box score this year.
That's a tough thing to read. Whit's an all-star caliber player in his prime. You hate to see a guy of his quality buried at AAA for any team. He deserves at-bats.
He's 37, Jack. The clock's loud.
Loud or quiet, the man's been a class act his whole career. I'm a Whit Merrifield fan, and I will say it on the air. You know, don't get hot against us in August.
That's the cleanest you've ever been about a guy in a Braves uniform.
Whit earned it. Whit earned the clean raid. Move me to the future, Craig. Walk me through.
AAA Lehigh Valley, Aiden Miller, 21. No 2026 games on the record yet at that level. He's either just been bumped or hasn't been activated.
21 years old at AAA, Craig. That's the future. Even with no line, that's a name to watch.
AA reading, Gage Wood, 22. 1 start, 3 innings, 6 punch-outs, 1 walk. 3 ERA, 167 whip.
6 punch-outs in 3 innings, Craig. That's a strikeout in any man. AA, 22 years old. He's coming.
1 start, Jack. 3 innings.
3 innings is enough. 6 punch-outs says he's got the stuff.
High A Jersey Shore. Gabriel Rincones Jr., 25. 3 games, 9 at-bats, no hits, no homers. He's got to walk.
0 for 9 at high A, and the man is 25, Craig. That's a tough line.
Tough start.
Tough start. Single at Clearwater?
Kate Obermueller, 22. 1 start, 1 inning, 3 punch-outs, 2 walks, 9 ERA.
3 punch-outs and 2 walks in 1 inning. That's a guy throwing hard and not finding it yet. That's a project.
And rookie ball, FCL Phillies. Francisco Renteria, 17 years old. No 2026 games yet on record. Probably just signed or just activated.
17, Craig. 17 years old, and we're tracking him already.
We're not tracking him, we're naming him.
Tomato, Tomato, Craig. 5 names, 1 at each level, and the only one with a real line right now is Gage Wood. 6 punch-outs and 3 double-A innings. That's the kind of line that makes a front office start saying the word July.
1 start, Jack. 1.
1 start is how every name starts, Craig. You don't get to skip the first start. Even Roy Halladay had a first start.
Roy Halladay's first start was in 1998, Jack. Different ball game.
Same ladder, Craig. Same first rung. That's the past and the future. The future has some names to learn, and the past has Whit Merrifield wearing the wrong colors.
Phones again, Jack.
Phones again, Kevin. Take us to the second block.
First in block 2, Jen in Center City.
Jack, 2 wins in a row in San Diego, and tomorrow we put the broom out. The Padres haven't been swept yet this season. The Phillies put them in the back of the truck tomorrow.
Jen, you are already 3 innings deep into tomorrow's game, and tomorrow's game hasn't started.
Christopher Sanchez throws against Walker Buehler tomorrow afternoon, Jack. Sanchez is the steady. Buehler has been figuring it out. We take the 3rd game, we leave San Diego with a sweep and a 3-game winning streak. The wild card gap closes. The West Coast trip becomes the inflection point of the season.
Jen, you've written the headline. The game is tomorrow at 4:10.
Craig, the headline writes itself. 2 out homers in 3 different innings tonight. Same lineup goes out there tomorrow. Why would the result change?
Jen out-hyping me on my own show again. That is not allowed, Jen.
Catch up, Jack.
Next on the line, Lou from Fairmount.
Hello, Craig. Hello, Craig. I've been watching tonight, and I gotta say, Marsh.
Brandon Marsh, Lou. He went 2 for 2.
2 for 2. Lifted in the 4th for a defensive switch. 2 for 2. They pulled him.
Lou, defensive substitution. Garcia came in for the platoon.
In 1968, Jack, a man went 2 for 2. He batted again. He batted in the 6th, the 7th, the 9th. He didn't get a hook in the 4th because the manager thought a glove was better than 2 hits and 2 at-bats.
That's a fair point, Lou. But Adolis Garcia is a real fielder, and they were going to a left-on-left in the 8th.
A real fielder, Craig. A real fielder. In 1968, everybody was a real fielder. The 2 for 2 was the man. The man stays in. Marsh gets 4 at-bats, maybe 5.
Lou, you got me on the Marsh hook. I'll concede that one. He earned another swing tonight.
That's all I'm saying, Jack.
And finally, Dolores and Manayunk.
Jack, dear. Craig.
Dolores, tell me bad news.
Brad Keller, Jack. Second pitch of the 8th inning. Sweeper hangs at 6 in the zone. Laureano puts it in left center. 409 feet.
We saw it, Dolores. We saw it.
That is the pitch this team gives up in a 1-game playoff in October, Jack. Brad Keller, second pitch. The lead is 4-2. The crowd is on its feet. And the sweeper hangs at the top of the zone. They'll remember that pitch in October. They'll remember it for years.
Dolores, this is May. This is a Tuesday in May. We won the game.
You won this one, dear. I'm telling you about the next one. The one that matters.
Dolores has time traveled to October to grieve a sweeper from May. That's a skill.
It's the same pitch every year, Craig. It always is.
Dolores from Manayunk casts a long shadow. Thanks for the call, dear. That's 2 blocks, 6 callers, 6 angles. One of these days, they're going to agree on something, and I'm going to check my watch and assume the show is over.
6 callers, 6 grievances. That's about right. Time for hot takes, Jack. Here's what the R Philly subreddit is saying about last night. Post-game thread. Considered takes.
Bring it.
First up, Delco Philly Boy says, quote, "We've seen some absolutely garbage 2-strike Castellanos swings over the years, but this one might have taken the cake. Hilarious ball player."
Craig, Nick Castellanos. In a Padres uniform. Pinch hits in the 8th. 2-3 slider, full count, swings through it for the punch-out. And the only thing that's changed since he left Philly is the laundry.
He left the laundry too. He went to a different laundry.
The swing didn't follow. The swing stayed in Philadelphia. The swing got donated to Goodwill.
Delco Philly boy watched a familiar movie tonight, Jack. The brown and gold doesn't change the man.
Next.
Woodworth says, quote, West Coast games always mean waking up to find out if I'm waking up to good or bad news.
Well, Woodworth, you waited till this morning to find out, and the news was good. Phillies 4, Padres 3. The morning coffee tasted better.
A 9:40 Pacific start means a 12:40 Eastern finish. While Woodworth was asleep by the 3rd inning. Probably missed all 3 homers.
Missed 3 home runs, missed Brad Keller's sweeper, missed the save. Woke up to the box score and a 4 next to Phillies.
Nice way to wake up.
A great way to wake up.
Last one, Faithful Little Bird says, quote, Padres haven't been swept yet this season. Yet, being the operative word. Let's change that tomorrow. Go Phils!
Faithful little bird, you're singing my song. The Padres haven't been swept yet this season, and tomorrow afternoon is our shot. Sanchez and Buehler, we put the broom out and we changed the headline.
We are also a team that hasn't swept anybody on the road in a while, Jack. There are 2 ways to read that sentence.
There's one way to read it, Craig. We sweep tomorrow. We leave San Diego with 3.
Jen would agree with you. She already wrote the headline.
Faithful little bird and Jen in Center City. The Agreement Caucus.
An agreement caucus of 2.
That's the takes, Craig. 2 out of 3 takes were already in our column. The 3rd one's a forecast.
A forecast for a 4:10 game tomorrow.
Forecast, says Broom. Now, you know what, Craig? I want to do something. I want to call Brandon Marsh.
You want to call him?
I want to call him. He went 2 for 2 tonight, and then he got pulled. I want to ask him how he feels about that.
You want to call a player at, what, 11 Pacific, to ask him about a defensive substitution?
He's awake, Craig. He's a ball player. They're up. Kevin, dial it.
Yeah, hello?
Brandon, Captain Jack here. Is this Brandon Marsh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Brandon, 2 for 2 tonight. 2 singles, both line drives. Then they pull you in the 4th for Garcia. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, the swings felt good, Jack. Honestly, the pickoff in the first stung. Catcher gunned me, that's on me. But the 2 hits felt clean.
Catcher pickoff is rare. Freddie Fermin made a great throw.
He did. Listen, fellas, I gotta keep this short. I'm headed out tonight. I got a thing.
A thing? At 11 o'clock Pacific time?
There's a guy in the Cuyamaca Mountains, east of San Diego, swears he saw a Sasquatch in a wash about 2 hours ago. I got my gear in the truck. The window's closing.
A Sasquatch. East of San Diego.
They're everywhere, Craig. People don't realize. Climate's right out here. The chaparral, the canyons. They sent me a picture. Looked legit. Could be the real deal.
Brandon, you got a game tomorrow afternoon?
I'll be back by the lineup card, Jack. I always am. Listen, gotta run. The guy says the prints are still fresh. I gotta catch the prints before the wind takes them. Appreciate the call.
Brandon, good luck out there.
Yeah, bye.
I think that might have been the fake Brandon Marsh, Jack.
I had my doubts. I had my doubts when he said Sasquatch. Brandon's a believer, but he doesn't usually run east of San Diego at 11 at night.
Brandon also doesn't talk about the Cuyamaca Mountains by name.
That was a tell, Craig. That was a tell. We're drawing to a close. Time for the Callers walk-off. Phones one more time, lighten around. Kevin, line him up. You're up for the walk-off. Swing!
Bryce gets 19 walks in the next 10 games. Pitchers are scared, Captain. I've got the chart.
Next at the plate, swing!
Brad Keller, don't see the 8th inning again until July. Jack, write it down.
And swing!
Sanchez throws 7 shutout innings tomorrow, and the sweep is official by 6:30 Eastern.
Walk off, swing!
2 for 2, and they pulled him. 1968, the man bats 5 times.
You're up, swing!
Bryce had 2 walks tonight because they're scared of him. That's a guy in the MVP race. Write it down.
Last one, swing!
That sweeper Brad Keller hung. October remembers, dear.
Lights out on the walk-off, folks. That's the show, Philadelphia. Phillies 4, Padres 3. 2 in a row. 3 home runs, 3 two-out swings. Aaron Nola goes 6. Duran closes it. The bullpen had a sweeper hung in the 8th, and we lived. Tomorrow afternoon, Christopher Sanchez against Walker Buehler, 4:10 Eastern. Sweep on the table. One more time, write in and tell me I'm wrong. Jack at thecaptainjackshow.com. The inbox is where I do my real reading.
Christopher Sanchez and Walker Buehler at Petco. Phillies look for the broom.
Until tomorrow night, Philadelphia, stay loud.
Stay loud.